Hi guys, I'm Emma.
And I'm Jasmine, and we're Too Much to Handle, a podcast where we talk about the highs and lows of high school.
Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy.
Hi guys!
Hi guys!
Welcome back to another episode of Too Much to Handle.
Last week we talked about
Pressure like a drip drip.
that'll never stop. Whoa. We talked about peer pressure. This week, we're completely switching it up, and we're taking one of your suggestions.
Yay!
Yay! We're going to be talking about money.
It ain't about the money. Yeah. More specifically, because we are not, obviously, money is just a wide topic. But more specifically, we're talking about how teenagers should or can deal with money issues.
Can
do money, how they want money, like, just, especially, like, high school years.
High school money, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
High school plus money equals episode 7.
Yep.
So, Jasmine, would you like to look up a word for me? So go ahead and pull up the definition of financial literacy.
According to Investopedia.com, financial literacy is the ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. When you are financially literate, you have the essential foundation for a smart relationship with money. So, what does that mean for teenagers to be financially literate? Because I feel like most people don't actually, like, care about that until after they graduate high school. But you should care about it beforehand because it's probably extra helpful. I think it's different for each and every person. Each and every different individual has different income, like, status or whatever. Like, it looks different for each person. But most of the time, most likely, you're a teenager and you're getting money in some way, whether it's from you just have, like, an allowance, you have jobs, you're babysitting, whether you are pickpocketing, like,
Please not pickpocket.
I'm just kidding. You're making an income in some sort of way. So normally, most of the time, at some point in your teenage years, you have money. Especially, like, okay, this is a good example. It's like birthday parties and Christmas. You're normally getting money from that. And when you get money from, like your grandparents or your parents or your aunts and uncles, like, around those times, it's so eady. When normally for your birthday, like, they're giving you money to spend because they're like, well, you're a teenager now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to give you except for money. But I think it's good to save some of it.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up with this, like, so my parents did financial peace, which is like a financial class, and I'm pretty sure it's for, like, it's Christian based. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. But there was, like, a financial peace kids one that I had, and so I learned young, not to say that it stuck with me well, but like I had, like, chores I had to do, and, like, I never got paid to do any chores, like, except for like ones that were out of the normal. Like, I didn't get paid to, like, do the dishes because I did that every night. Like, I didn't get paid to do the litter box or to make my bed because I do that every morning. Like, it was like cleaning the bathroom and stuff like that. Like, I got paid to do. But I had these, like, bags or, like, little, like, wallets in a way, kind of. And one of them had, like, tithing, and one of them had saving, and one of them had spending. And I think that helped me understand, like, at a young age what that looked like. But I'm not very good at, like, because now I'm older and I have my own card. And, like, that is just, I don't know what makes it different. Like, I can't actually, like, just put $1 into one and, like, it's different, like, because I can't put an actual, like, dollar into a bag and I can physically, like, see. But, like, and, like, it was different because when I was a kid, my parents would hold on to the savings bag. They wouldn't let me have it. And, like, the tithings one I only got to have on Sundays. And so, but it's different because, like, all of that is in my control. Like, I can put something into savings.
There's so much, like, temptation that comes with having money.
I think, too, like, when you have a job, Um, it, I think, I don't know how every job works because I've never worked every job, but, you get normally it's normally a 2 week like paycheck if you have a everyday job or part-time whatever. um you get paid normally. I feel like it's like a 2 week thing, sometimes it's every week, I don't know, but there's like taxes and stuff, and like, bro, taxes are crazy, and it's like you have to be intentional with what, like, you kind of know what you're making. Like if you make $9 an hour and you work 20 hours a week, that's money. I'm not going to do the math right now, but you're making money, but you also have to realize that there's like, once you get paid, it's probably going to be different than what you were expecting. And then you have to be intentional with that, because if you are a little bit older, most of the time you start paying for things like your own phone and your own car. You have to pay for gas money usually. Maybe you're paying for like your extra clothes that you want, like stuff like that. You have to think about those things and save for those things, and then be smart with your money.
Be very smart with your money.
I'm not.
So let's talk about some money managing skills and tactics.
Ooh, okay. For high schoolers.
Okay, everyone, please welcome my mother, Heather Diana Lakito, the first.
Oh.
She's going to give us some high school money managing skills.
Money managing skills.
Mhm.
Well,
Or like the importance of like saving.
well, yeah. So, you kind of treat it like, for every dollar that you make, you should be tithing. How much?
10%.
10%. So you should also be putting 10% into a savings account, right?
Yes, you make me do that.
I do. But there's a difference, right, between a savings that you're just kind of putting it away because you're saving for something that you want or whatever. And then there's a savings that you're not going to touch that for a very, very long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, right, you have 3 bank accounts.
Mm-hmm.
One is your spend, one is your kind of temporary savings where you just kind of put it in there.
Sometimes
to,
when I
like,
need money
if you
for
get a
ice
little
cream, I
low.
kind of take it out.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. And then your third one is you don't touch that ever. Those are for like your large purchases,
Mhm.
right? So you're saving
Like
for
really big
college,
dinosaurs.
for really big dinosaurs. uh, but you need, if you are lucky enough to have a car, that car might break. Maybe your parents can't afford to get it fixed. So it's good to have that long-term savings so that you can fix your car, right?
Yeah.
Or pay for college, or buy a new car if maybe that's something that you need to do. Yeah. You do have to have a job and be making money in order to put money in. So now when you're in school, your job is what?
School.
School, right? I don't make you have a job in school. I provide for most of the things that you need. But you do little things, right, to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Pay you for your grades most of the time.
When they're okay.
Unless I forget to pay you.
Yeah.
But you babysit, or you work with me for the Colts games and things like that. So it's not like you don't have a job at all.
Yeah.
I want you to be a high school kid too. I want you to focus on what's important for now, because you're going to be working for a very long time. And
Yeah, exactly.
then you're going to have a budget. and then you're going to have to go through the whole of that process. So, anyway, back to your question though.
What question?
In high school,
Oh.
managing your money, I think it's doing those 3 things, right? And you never buy anything unless you have double the amount of money in your account.
She's saying this because me and my sister went to get ice cream yesterday, and we realized when we were at the ice cream place that we had no money, and then my sister had to take money out of her savings.
True story.
Our ice cream was good though.
Where'd you go?
Dairy Queen.
Oh.
Yes. Don't buy anything unless you have the money to buy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Credit cards, don't do it. Not worth it.
What's your credit card?
Well,
debit card.
we have debit cards.
Debit cards, it comes straight out of your bank account.
Credit cards, it's credit. And
Yeah.
credit cards makes it easier for you to like go into debt.
Yeah, and you understand that like when you use a credit card, you haven't technically paid for anything yet.
Oh.
It just goes on the card, and then you get a bill from the credit card company at the end of the month. And then you got to make a payment on that credit card to bring it out of your bank account. It's not just free money. That's why, yeah, credit cards, especially as a teenager, it's very easy to be
Oh yeah,
like,
I would be so.
well,
like,
I don't actually have the money in the bank account, so I'll just put it on my credit card and I'll figure out how to pay for it later.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It adds up, and you can dig a very large hole for yourself that is very hard to get out of. So, and then you go to college, and you have to get loans to pay for college. Then you get out of college and you get a job, and now you have to pay your credit card and your student loans, and you got to figure out how to pay for rent if you want to live on your own. And food is just through the roof. So that's where you back up on your savings, that 10% of savings that you've made. So, and if you've tithed, then God will always provide.
Amen.
Other questions?
No, I think that's all we have for you.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
I appreciate.
So what are you gonna do?
Save
Your money.
I'm gonna
Save
10.
10.
I'm gonna
and
save 10.
Save 10
and then I'm gonna
then
spend the rest of it.
And save some more for
Save
if
smart,
I'm broke.
though.
Save
You're not gonna
smart. Can we put
spend
that in
it.
like bold words? Save smart.
Pink sparkly.
So, what are some ways that us as high schoolers can make money besides the things that my mother already mentioned?
Yeah. Well, like she said, getting a part-time job, especially like during the summer,
Oh, having a summer job is
great. Like, you can work as a lifeguard, you can work as a camp counselor, you can.
There's so much you can do.
There's so much. And it's just seasonal. But getting a part-time job during the school year is beneficial, and I know not everyone's schedules can work for that, but it is. And like, it's normally like there's always like fast food places that hire teenagers, and like a couple retail stores here and there hire young. But like, my thing too is like, I've always like looked to this in my life when I'm looking for a job. Like, look for something that you are passionate about. If you're wanting to make money, like, can you bake? Start making stuff for people. People will buy food. Like, people love food. If you're good with kids, babysitting, nannying. And like, if you're like, well, I don't know anyone who's looking for a babysitter right now, or a nannier. Like, there are so many like apps that you can go on and like put your information in. If you're like good with dogs or cats, you can be a pet sitter. Just easy ways like that can make money. Maybe it's not all the money you want in the world, but it makes you some. And I think having that as a teenager, because like Heather said, you still want to experience high school. You don't want to focus on just having a job your whole life. Or maybe you do, and that's what brings you joy. And that's amazing. That's wonderful. That's hoorah. but some people like should still get to experience their high school career.
Yeah.
And so, but you still need a job. So having those things to lean on, is I think a good way to make money without being too like pressured. If that makes sense. Being too overwhelmed is another word. Also another way, another thing I just thought of is like, I know so many people, especially during summertime, will pay you to like teach their kid to play a sport. Like, you're really good at basketball, volleyball. Like, you can be a personal trainer. Oh, you can get paid to be a tutor. Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I personally cannot get paid to do that, but there are people that do. So you could do that if you're smart. So Larissa Cox.
Yeah, Larissa Cox is like really super duper smart.
Hi,
Larissa!
Hi, Larissa! To wrap up this podcast episode, we are just gonna mention that, like, again, like Heather said, relying and putting your faith and trust in Christ when it comes to all things money is just so good because he provides. He always provides. And if you don't tithe, that doesn't mean he's not going to provide for you. Like, don't get that vibes. Like, he will provide. And I've seen it work in my life and my parents and just all people around me. So, yeah. And then the Bible verse for today, we didn't really touch on being like greedy, but I mean, it's a topic when it comes to money is being greedy. But 1 Timothy 6:9-10 says, "Those who want to get rich and fall into temptation and a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and have pierced themselves with many griefs." So
That's a good one.
Basically, Jesus is telling us, don't lust after money because you will fall into so many traps and so many hardships. But
Do you see that? Do you see it right there? I think it's an outro.
I don't think so. Okay. Tag. I don't know the words. So stupid. I'm sorry.
There's heat coming off of the microphone. Do you feel
I don't know.
it? Put it on your mustache. Nope, I think it's just me breathing on the microphone.
I was gonna say, I'm just hot, so like I don't know, but
I can feel the heat.
I'm sorry, I got off topic.
That's alright.
I think
I don't know what that was. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry.
Hey, so that's your microphone.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived two geese, and their names were Emma and Jasmine. And geese Jasmine loved to sleep. And geese Emma, she liked to sleep, but not when it was supposed to sleep. So they were in their castle one day in the far-off kingdom, and geese Emma and geese Jasmine were walking outside. They were just having a walk in the gardens, and then this big, scary farmer named Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie came up to the geese, and he was like, "I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you." And the geese were like super scared, so they flew away. Can geese fly? Oh my god.